Dude, I don't know actually what we're gonna do here.
I don't know how we're gonna figure this out, bro.
All right, so we've run into our first problem with the flight simulator, and this one's actually kind of throwing us for a loop. You can see right down here, we have the Thrustmaster TRP pedals, and we're trying to put it on the pedal plate. The problem is the pedals, no matter which way that we actually set them on here, we can't get them to line up with the extrusion. So we're not able to get these things bolted down. And right now, we're not 100% sure how we're going to do it, how we're going to actually make this work and still give the pilot all the adjustability that he needs. So far, we have the seat over here mounted. We have him raised a little bit so that he's able to actually comfortably get into the simulator without having to bend over. And as you can see, because the pedals are so tall, we need to make sure that he has all the space that he needs so his heels will be able to sit on those pedals properly without him actually getting uncomfortable. But these pedals are really throwing us for a loop, and we're not sure what the best route is to actually get these things mounted. We have some ideas, and what we're thinking about doing is possibly pulling these side brackets out and maybe putting 90 degrees brackets right underneath each part of the extrusion. What we're thinking to do is swap these two pieces, put this smaller piece of extrusion in the back, larger piece of extrusion right up here in the front with some really beefy 90-degree angle brackets that have a bit of adjustment in them so you can still get the lean and angle that you want. When we do that, our theory is that we'll be able to actually put the bigger one in the front, and we can add it as a heel stop. So when his feet aren't here on the pedals, he will have a little bit more space for his heels to rest, so he can be comfortable on those long flights when he's not trying to actually constantly be braking on the pedals themselves. Now, we're not sure if this is gonna work. This is something that we're gonna have to test, but in theory, it seems like this might be the solution to the problem that we're running into. These pedals are just really, really long. They're much longer than the pedals that we use on our racing simulator. So this wasn't really something that we accounted for. Ignorantly, we kind of thought that we would just be able to adjust the size of this pedal plate and move them and get these to bolt up, but that's just not the case. So stick around, give me any of your suggestions down there in the comments. If you run into this issue before, what did you do to solve it? And what do you think that we should do to solve it on our side as well? If you want to stick around and you want to watch all the errors and problems that we're running into with the flight simulator, be sure to hit the subscribe button down there below so that you can always be up to date with our content and the things that we're doing to make sure that this is the most badass unit out there on the market.